In this heartfelt video, we honor legendary wrestlers who have passed away, celebrating their incredible contributions to wrestling. Their passion, talent, and dedication left an everlasting impact on fans and the sport itself. We also discuss emotional news about Zelina Vega, beloved icon, whose recent developments have deeply touched fans worldwide. Join us as we reflect on their legacies, share cherished memories, and celebrate their remarkable lives. Subscribe to keep their inspiring stories alive and never forgotten. Chris Youngblood, born Christopher Youngblood on June 5, 1961, is a retired professional wrestler best remembered for his energetic style and high-flying abilities during the 1980s and early 1990s. Emerging in an era rich with wrestling talent, Youngblood carved out a niche for himself with his unique blend of technical skill and acrobatic maneuvers that made him stand out, especially in tag team wrestling. Starting his career in the mid-1980s, Chris gained prominence in notable promotions like World Class Championship Wrestling, WCCW, and the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA. He often teamed with his brother Mark Youngblood, forming a dynamic tag team duo renowned for their chemistry and exciting in-ring performances. Their athleticism and teamwork earned them multiple opportunities at championships and helped them build a strong fan following. Youngblood's wrestling style combined high-flying moves with solid technical wrestling, a balance that made his matches thrilling to watch. Beyond his tag team success, he was also involved in memorable feuds and rivalries with some of the top wrestlers of the time, which further showcased his charisma and dedication to entertaining fans. While Chris Youngblood may not have reached the superstar status of some of his peers, his contributions to wrestling were respected by fans and fellow wrestlers alike. His passion for the sport was evident not only inside the ring but also after his in-ring career ended. Following retirement, he stayed connected to wrestling by mentoring younger talent and working behind the scenes, helping to nurture the next generation of wrestlers. Chris Youngblood's legacy is one of athleticism, showmanship, and dedication, leaving a lasting impression on the wrestling world and ensuring his influence continues through those he guided and inspired. Peter Mavia, born Fanane Leafy. Peter Mavia in Samoa was a legendary professional wrestler and the revered patriarch of the famed Anoa'i wrestling family. Known as the High Chief, Mavia proudly represented his Samoan heritage, showcasing traditional Polynesian tattoos and a persona deeply rooted in his culture. His wrestling style blended raw power, athleticism, and magnetic charisma, making him a standout performer worldwide. Throughout the 1960s and 1970s, Mavia competed in various wrestling promotions across New Zealand, Australia, and the United States, but he gained his greatest fame in the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE. There, he became a major attraction, admired by fans for his strength and in-ring skill. While primarily a beloved babyface, Mavia's versatility shone through when he later embraced villainous roles, proving his adaptability as a performer. Peter Mavia's impact goes far beyond his own wrestling career. He was the grandfather of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, one of the most iconic wrestlers and entertainers in history. Mavia played a crucial role in mentoring and inspiring many Samoan wrestlers, helping to build a powerful wrestling dynasty. His family includes notable stars like the Wild Samoans, Yokozuna, and Roman Reigns, who continue to dominate the wrestling world today. Sadly, Mavia, but his legacy endures. In recognition of his groundbreaking contributions to professional wrestling and his role in shaping generations of wrestlers, Peter Mavia was posthumously inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. His influence as both a performer and a cultural icon remains celebrated, solidifying his place as one of wrestling's all-time greats. Mike Halleck, born May 14, 1968 in Omaha, Nebraska, is best remembered in professional wrestling as Mike Mantor, a unique character from the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, during the mid-1990s. Before joining the WWF, Halleck wrestled in various independent promotions across the US and Europe, gaining valuable experience and refining his in-ring style. In 1994, Halleck signed with the WWF and was given the memorable Mantor gimmick, a half-man, half-beast persona inspired by a minotaur, complete with a large, bull-like headpiece worn during his entrances. Mantor's character was built around raw power and intimidation, designed to be a ferocious and unstoppable force in the ring. Making his WWF debut in early 1995, Mantor quickly became a notable mid-card presence. Halleck used his size and strength effectively, facing off against popular wrestlers like Razor Ramon, Scott Hall, and Bam Bam Bigelow. He also participated in the 1995 Royal Rumble, marking a highlight of his WWF tenure. Despite the initial buzz around the outlandish character, Mantor struggled to connect with the broader audience and the gimmick's appeal faded. Halleck left the WWF later that year, but continued wrestling on the independent circuit, occasionally revisiting his mentor persona in smaller promotions. Beyond performing, Halak contributed to wrestling as a trainer and mentor, sharing his knowledge with up-and-coming talent. Mike Halak. Though his run as Mantar was brief, the character remains a vivid memory for many fans, symbolizing the creative and sometimes wild spirit of 1990s wrestling. Halak's legacy endures as a reminder of a bold era where larger-than-life characters captured the imagination of wrestling audiences worldwide. Blackjack Mulligan, born Robert John Heck on November 25, 1942, was a towering and influential figure in professional wrestling during the 1970s and 1980s. Standing at an imposing 6 feet 9 inches and weighing over 300 pounds, Mulligan's sheer size and tough persona made him a dominant presence in the ring. He began his wrestling career in the 1960s and quickly gained recognition for his rugged, no-nonsense character. Known for his powerful style, Mulligan often used his signature sleeper hold to wear down and defeat opponents. Over the years, he became a respected competitor in numerous wrestling promotions. Mulligan was also well known for his success in tag team wrestling. He formed memorable partnerships with several notable wrestlers, including his son Barry Windham, as well as legends like Ernie Ladd and Greg Valentine. These alliances helped him capture multiple championships, such as the NWA United States Tag Team Championship and the WWF, now WWE, World Tag Team Championship. Beyond his in-ring achievements, Blackjack Mulligan contributed significantly to the wrestling industry as a trainer and promoter. He played a key role in developing and mentoring many younger wrestlers, helping to shape the future of the sport. His influence extended far beyond his own career, impacting generations of talent. In recognition of his lasting legacy, Mulligan was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame honoring his contributions to professional wrestling. He, remembered fondly by fans, peers, and the wrestling community. Blackjack Mulligan's legacy endures as one of the sport's greats, a larger-than-life personality who left a permanent mark on wrestling history. Andrew Richard Martin, known to wrestling fans as Test, was born on October 17, 1975 in Toronto, Canada. Standing tall at 6 feet 6 inches with impressive athleticism, Test made a strong impact in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, during the late 1990s and early 2000s. He debuted in 1998, quickly establishing himself as a powerful and promising presence in the ring. Test's career gained momentum through high-profile storylines and rivalries with top stars like Triple H, Vince McMahon, and The Rock. One of his most memorable roles was in the McMahon family saga, where he was engaged to Stephanie McMahon, blending real-life tension with on-screen drama. His versatility as a performer allowed him to excel in various storylines, making him a reliable fixture in WWE programming. Throughout his career, Test captured multiple titles, including the WWF Hardcore Championship and the WWE Intercontinental Championship, showcasing both his strength and skill. Fans admired his mix of size, charisma, and in-ring ability, which earned him respect among peers and viewers alike. Tragically, Test's life was cut short when he, found in his Tampa, Florida home, his was ruled an accidental drug overdose involving painkillers and other substances. This shocking loss sent ripples through the wrestling community, highlighting the often hidden struggles many wrestlers face outside the ring. Despite the challenges he battled, Test's contributions to the WWE Attitude Era remain significant. His career is remembered as a blend of talent, hard work, and charisma. Test's legacy serves as both a tribute to his achievements and a sobering reminder of the pressures professional wrestlers endure. He is fondly remembered by fans, family, and colleagues for his passion and dedication to the sport he loved. Mike Von Erich, born Michael Brett Atkinson on March 2, 1964, was a member of the legendary Von Erich wrestling family, renowned for both their tremendous success and tragic history in professional wrestling. As the fourth son of wrestling icon Fritz Von Erich, Mike followed in the footsteps of his older brothers, Kerry, Kevin, David, and Chris, entering the wrestling world with the same passion and family pride. He made his debut in 1983 at just 19 years old in World Class Championship Wrestling, WCW, a Texas-based promotion where the Von Erich name was beloved by fans. While Mike never quite matched the natural charisma or in-ring prowess of his brothers, he earned respect through his dedication, athleticism, and loyalty to his family. Unfortunately, his promising career was derailed by serious health challenges. In 1985, after undergoing shoulder surgery, Mike contracted toxic shock syndrome, a rare and life-threatening condition that caused severe physical and mental setbacks. This illness not only impacted his ability to perform in the ring, but also led to deep emotional struggles. Mike's battle with health problems and depression was made harder by the immense pressure to live up to the Von Erich legacy, an expectation that weighed heavily on him. Despite attempts to recover and continue wrestling, the combination of illness, family tragedy, and mental health challenges became overwhelming. Tragically, Mike Von Erich took his own life. His left a profound impact on the wrestling community and underscored the hidden difficulties many wrestlers face behind the scenes. Mike's story is remembered as one of loyalty and courage, but also as a poignant reminder of the mental health struggles that can come with fame and family expectations. The Von Erich family legacy remains a mixture of glory and heartbreak, with Mike's life an important chapter in that story. In the dynamic world of professional wrestling, where towering figures and flashy personalities often take center stage, Thea Megan Trinidad Bujin, better known as Zelina Vega, stands out as a shining example of talent, perseverance, and heart. Despite her modest stature, Zelina has fought her way to prominence, proving that size is no barrier to success in the wrestling arena. Born on December 27, 1990 in Queens, New York, Thea's journey has been shaped by both personal challenges and a relentless drive to succeed. From a young age, she faced hardships and tragedy that could have easily held her back, but her passion for wrestling and her unwavering determination propelled her forward. Rather than allowing circumstances to define her, she used them as fuel to carve out her own unique path. Zelina's rise in professional wrestling is a testament to her resilience and skill. Known for her sharp in-ring intelligence, charisma, and fierce competitive spirit, she has captured the attention and respect of fans and peers alike. Her ability to blend technical prowess with captivating storytelling has made her a memorable presence in WWE and beyond. More than just an athlete, Zelina Vega embodies the spirit of evolution and growth. She continuously hones her craft, embraces new challenges, and breaks barriers as a Latina woman in a sport traditionally dominated by larger-than-life male performers. Her journey inspires many, showing that with dedication and heart, it's possible to overcome adversity and stand tall in a world where giants often rule. From Queens to the grandest stages of wrestling, Thea Megan Trinidad Bujin's story is one of courage, passion, and the unstoppable drive to shine, proving that true greatness isn't measured in height, but in the strength of one's spirit. Early life, roots, tragedy, and the making of a fighter. Queens, New York is a melting pot of cultures, ambitions, and dreams, and it was here that Thea was raised in a loving, close-knit family that cherished its Puerto Rican heritage. This cultural pride would become an integral part of her identity and later her public persona. However, her childhood was marked by a profound loss that would shape her in ways that would echo throughout her adult life and career. Her father, Michael Trinidad, worked in the North Tower of the World Trade Center and was tragically killed during the September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks. The trauma of losing a parent in such a catastrophic event is something few can fully comprehend, especially at the tender age of 10. For Thea, this heartbreaking moment ignited a fire within, a desire to honor her father's memory by striving for greatness in whatever path she chose. Despite the weight of this loss, Thea found solace and strength in wrestling. Her interest in wrestling began at a young age, nurtured by the vibrant wrestling culture of New York City, which has long been a hotbed for wrestling talent and passionate fans. Thea's smaller size, often seen as a disadvantage in an industry that prizes physical dominance, instead became a source of inspiration. She realized early on that to succeed, she would have to be smarter, faster, and more technically proficient than her opponents. Thea's natural athleticism and charisma only added to her growing potential. Breaking into the wrestling world, from independent circuits to the national spotlight, Thea began her wrestling journey on the independent circuit, where the true test of a wrestler's grit and skill often occurs away from the glare of mainstream media. She trained rigorously, honing not only her in-ring skills but also her mic work and character development. Wrestling in smaller promotions, especially in an era when women's wrestling was often undervalued, required enormous perseverance. Early in her career, she competed under the ring name Rosita, a persona that showcased her vibrant personality and impressive wrestling abilities. Her time in Impact Wrestling, formerly TNA, provided her with invaluable experience. Although she was relatively young compared to many veterans in the industry, her presence was commanding. She took part in notable storylines and feuds, proving herself both in singles competition and in tag team matches. But Thea wasn't content to remain in the mid-card or in the shadows of the bigger names. Her goal was clear: to reach the pinnacle of the wrestling world. To do that, she had to find a platform that matched her ambition and gave her the opportunity to grow as a performer. This platform came in the form of WWE. Joining WWE and making an immediate impact signing with WWE is often seen as a dream come true for wrestlers worldwide, but it's also an environment filled with challenges. The company's size, its creative bureaucracy, and its ever-changing landscape can be both an opportunity and a trial. For Thea, joining WWE meant transitioning to NXT, the company's developmental territory and a hub of emerging talent. In NXT, Thea reinvented herself as Zelina Vega, a character defined by confidence, intelligence, and an edgy charisma that resonated with fans and critics alike. Her size of just 1.54 meters, 5 feet 1 inch, and roughly 45 kilograms, 99 pounds, didn't hold her back. If anything, it amplified her underdog appeal. She was quick, technical, and highly skilled on the mic, able to engage the audience and command attention with ease. One of Zelina's earliest and most impactful roles in WWE was that of a manager. She took on the role of guiding Andrade Cien Almas, a charismatic and talented wrestler from Mexico, serving as his mouthpiece and strategist. This partnership was widely praised for its chemistry and storytelling. Andrade, with Zelina in his corner, captured the NXT Championship, marking one of the high points of both their careers. Zelina's mic skills became one of her trademarks. While many female wrestlers in WWE were still fighting to be taken seriously for their in-ring abilities, Zelina showed that she was not only a gifted wrestler, but also a compelling character who could influence storylines and elevate others. Transitioning to a wrestler in her own right. While initially known as a manager, Zelina Vega was determined to prove that she could excel inside the squared circle as much as she did outside it. WWE gradually began to showcase her wrestling skills more prominently. Her bouts displayed a combination of agility, technical prowess, and ring psychology. She adapted a style that compensated for her smaller size by focusing on speed, strategy, and precision strikes. The 2021 Queen's Crown Tournament marked a defining moment in her in-ring career. The tournament was created as a female counterpart to the King of the Ring event, offering female wrestlers an opportunity to shine in a prestigious, storyline-rich competition. Zelina emerged victorious, crowned the inaugural Queen Zelina, solidifying her position as a top-tier competitor in WWE. This victory was more than symbolic. It was recognition of her talent and perseverance. Zelina's rise coincided with a broader shift in WWE's treatment of its women's division, moving away from the Divas era and into a time when women were presented as serious athletes and key players, capturing the WWE Women's United States Championship, a milestone of growth. In early 2025, Zelina Vega achieved another historic milestone by capturing the WWE Women's United States Championship. The title was a new addition designed to parallel the male United States Championship and was part of WWE's strategic effort to deepen the women's division's narrative and competitive layers. Zelina won the title in a highly competitive match against Io Sky on Friday Night SmackDown. The bout was widely praised for its athleticism and storytelling, and Zelina's victory was seen as a well-deserved acknowledgement of her years of hard work and dedication. Holding this championship positioned Zelina not only as a title holder, but as a symbol of WWE's evolving vision for women's wrestling, where depth, storyline complexity, and athleticism were increasingly valued. Since winning the championship, Zelina has defended it against a variety of challengers, including rising stars like Shotzi, the ever-popular Bayley, and Chelsea Green. Each defense demonstrated Zelina's toughness and versatility. Moreover, her character has evolved, shifting more often into a fan favorite, babyface role, reflecting both her natural charisma and the fans' admiration for her resilience and authenticity. The complex realities behind the curtain, rumors and creative challenges. While Zelina Vega's on-screen success has been remarkable, the backstage reality of WWE's creative ecosystem is often more complex and fraught with challenges. Wrestling insiders and industry analysts have reported that Zelina has faced creative frustrations in recent years. These reports suggest that despite her championship reign, WWE has struggled to give her storylines the depth and consistency that match her talents. Sources close to the company indicate that Zelina has actively pitched ideas to the creative team, hoping to expand her character's narrative and forge compelling feuds and alliances. However, many of these pitches were either rejected or placed on indefinite hold. This creative bottleneck has led to speculation that Zelina feels underutilized or sidelined despite her status as a champion. The WWE creative environment is notoriously difficult to navigate. With a vast roster, frequent personnel changes, and shifting priorities, many talented performers find their storylines truncated or reshaped unexpectedly. For Zelina, whose rise was fueled by her ambition and drive, this situation has been a source of personal and professional tension. Speculation of a possible AEW move and cross-promotional dynamics. Adding another layer to the narrative are rumors about Zelina Vega's potential departure from WWE once her contract expires. AEW, All Elite Wrestling, WWE's principal competitor in the North American market, has reportedly shown interest in signing her. This speculation has grown louder, partly because Zelina's husband, Malachi Black, formerly known as Aleister Black in WWE, is currently a high-profile wrestler in AEW. Zelina's relationship with AEW is intriguing, as she briefly left WWE in late 2020 amid a dispute over third-party content rights and independent monetization, a controversy that revealed the complicated dynamics between wrestlers and WWE's corporate policies. The brief separation was tough, but demonstrated Zelina's commitment to maintaining creative control over her persona and brand. AEW's rising prominence, particularly its focus on wrestler-driven storylines and backstage culture, presents an enticing alternative for Zelina. AEW is known for giving performers more creative input and fostering a collaborative atmosphere, factors that might appeal to Zelina, especially given her reported frustrations within WWE. However, any move would be a major career decision. Zelina would have to weigh her established presence and championship reign in WWE against the opportunities and risks of starting anew in AEW or elsewhere. Off-screen life, outside ventures, and fan engagement outside of the wrestling ring, Zelina Vega is an incredibly multifaceted personality. She has leveraged her popularity to branch out into other entertainment areas, including voice acting, cosplay, and appearances at anime conventions. Her love for anime and geek culture is well documented and has helped her connect with a broader, passionate fan base beyond wrestling. Her public openness about mental health challenges has also endeared her to many fans. In an industry often marked by a tough-it-out culture, Zelina's willingness to speak candidly about her struggles has positioned her as a role model for authenticity and emotional strength. Zelina's cultural impact is particularly significant within the Latino and Latina wrestling communities. Proud of her Puerto Rican roots, she has embraced her heritage and often speaks about the importance of representation. Her reception at WWE's Backlash Puerto Rico event in 2023 was a career-defining moment, where despite losing her match to Rhea Ripley, she received a hero's ovation from the crowd, an emotional, unforgettable affirmation of her connection with fans. While her ventures outside wrestling have been successful, some backstage reports suggest these pursuits occasionally cause concern among WWE officials, who reportedly want their champions fully focused on the company's programming. This tension underscores the balancing act Zelina must perform as she juggles multiple professional and personal priorities. The road ahead, a future full of possibilities. As of 2025, Zelina Vega stands at a pivotal crossroads. Her reign as Women's United States Champion and her established status as a top talent make her a valuable asset to WWE. Yet the unresolved creative frustrations and ongoing rumors hint at a potentially transformative decision looming on the horizon. Should WWE decide to invest more heavily in her storyline development, Zelina could ascend even further, potentially capturing more titles, headlining major events, and becoming a defining figure in women's wrestling for years to come. Alternatively, if creative dissatisfaction persists, Zelina may seek to chart a new course. A move to AEW could reunite her with Malachi Black professionally and allow her greater creative freedom. There are also possibilities beyond wrestling, as her charisma and versatility could open doors in entertainment, voice acting, or media. What remains clear, however, is that Zelina's legacy is secure. From a girl in Queens facing unimaginable tragedy to a wrestling star who defies expectations and stereotypes, her journey exemplifies perseverance, talent, and heart. Conclusion: Zelina Vega, more than a wrestler, a symbol of strength. In a world where professional wrestling often spotlights towering figures and brute strength, Thea Megan Trinidad Budgen, better known as Zelina Vega, stands out as a powerful reminder that true strength comes from within. At just 5 feet 1 inch tall and weighing around 99 pounds, Zelina has defied conventional expectations, proving that determination, skill, and heart matter just as much as size. Her journey in the wrestling industry is a story of resilience, breaking down barriers, and constant reinvention. From her early days stepping into the ring to becoming a multi-time champion, Zelina has demonstrated a fierce competitive spirit and an unyielding commitment to her craft. She's not only earned respect for her in-ring abilities, but has also built deep, genuine connections with fans around the world. What makes Zelina's story truly remarkable is how she remains authentic amidst the pressures to conform. She embraces her unique identity, proudly representing her Puerto Rican heritage and standing as a beacon of representation in an industry still evolving toward inclusivity. Her presence enriches the sport, inspiring many who see themselves reflected in her journey. Beyond championship titles, Zelina Vega symbolizes hope and resilience, showing that limitations are often just challenges waiting to be overcome. Whether navigating setbacks or celebrating triumphs, she continually proves that success is about more than physical prowess. It's about passion, perseverance, and staying true to oneself. As Zelina Vega's career moves forward, fans and industry insiders alike eagerly anticipate the new heights she will reach. In the ever-evolving world of professional wrestling, her story is far from finished, and that promise of continued growth and impact is the true mark of a star.